Hello everyone, this is Hamza Noor, and today we have a question from A Levels Maths 9709 paper 3 variant 2 October November 2019, and the question number 2 says the curve with equation y is equal to e to the power minus 2x upon 1 minus x squared has a stationary point in the interval where x is greater than minus 1 and less than 1, means x is between minus 1 and 1 exclusive. Find dy over dx. You need to find the gradient function. Okay, find dy over dx and hence find the x coordinate of this stationary point. You need to only find the x coordinate here, and you don't need to waste your time on finding the corresponding y coordinate. Alright, find the x coordinate of this stationary point, giving the answer correct to 3 decimal places. Always remember to give your final answer according to the requirement specified in the question, and you need to correctly round off your answer correct to 3 decimal places. Okay, so let's start. The equation is y is equal to e to the power minus 2x over 1 minus x squared. Here you need to apply the quotient rule. U is equal to e to the power minus 2x, so u dash will be equal to, you write it same thing here, and then you multiply with a constant term minus 2. Okay, and v is equal to 1 minus x squared, and v dash will be equal to minus 2x. And the formula for the quotient rule, even if you don't remember the formula, you've been given the formula in the answer sheet, but a quick way to learn the formula of the quotient rule is like if this is a pattern, u dash, v and v dash. Okay, you always write it in this sequence. Okay, even if you are asked to apply the product rule, you write it in the same sequence. So the sequence goes like this: vu dash minus uv dash over v squared. Okay, so that was a pro tip by Hamza Noor. Let's continue. What dy over dx function. Okay, vu dash means minus 2e to the power minus 2x multiplied by 1 minus x squared minus 2x, the space is little bit left, e to the power minus 2x. Okay, and here is 1 minus x squared, the whole thing is square. Okay, by seeing this equation, it may seem a little bit confusing to you, but always remember to make the question easier for yourself to understand, easier and simpler for you to solve it further. So what can be the easiest simplified version of this thing? This can be, actually I don't have a space over here on this page, so I'll just continue on the left hand side of the board. Okay, so you can write it like this: minus 2 over e to the power 2x. Why? Because e to the power minus 2x is same thing as 1 over e to the power 2x multiplied by 1 minus x squared plus 2x over e to the power 2x. And since you know that you need a stationary point, means dy over dx will be kept equal to 0, and if dy over dx is kept equal to 0, so whole of the denominator of this fraction will be eliminated, obviously, and this whole thing you'll obtain on the left hand side, which I've written here, will be kept equal to 0. So how easy and simple is that? for you to solve it further. So the next step is, if I just erase the working from here and solve it further for you guys. So I'll take this negative term on the right hand side of the equation and make it a positive. So this goes like this: 2x over e to the power 2x is equal to 2e to the power 2x multiplied by 1 minus x squared. Alright, so at these steps you need to be very good at your algebra. You need to be very accurate at your algebra concepts. So a further easier way to solve this is eliminate these both things. Obviously they would be eliminated. So your final equation obtained is 2x is equal to 2 minus 2x squared, because the constant term is multiplied by both the terms 1 and minus x squared. So if I move these two terms on the right hand side of the equation will become more easier. 2x squared plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. And now the next step to make it much more easier is to divide the whole equation by 2, because 2 is a common term. So x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So the last step is just to solve this quadratic equation. Okay, so let's move on to the next page now. X squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. You know one more thing, that factorization is not possible over here. You can also solve this equation by the scientific calculator, but always remember to make it mention it in a factorized form, okay, because the examiner will give you marks for this. Well, my own way is never to use scientific calculator when solving a quadratic equation. I always do it by factorization or the quadratic formula. And a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 plus minus under root the whole thing square, 1 square minus 4 into minus 1 over 2 into 1. So this becomes like x is equal to minus 1 plus minus under root 5 over 2. So if you just simplify it, you will obtain two answers, which will be x will be equal to either 0.618, let me just write it over here, x is equal to 0.618, or x is equal to minus 1.618. Okay, now coming back to the question again, what was the requirement? Always remember the requirement and read the question again and again, so that you must avoid any sort of mistakes. So the question says that it has a stationary point in the interval minus 1 to 1 exclusive. So this means that you need to find the x coordinate of this stationary point. So there is only one stationary point, and you need to give your answer correct to 3 decimal places. So this means 0.618 lies between the interval minus 1 and 1, but minus 1.618 lies, the minus 1.618 does not lie in this interval, so minus 1.618 will be ignored, this will be rejected, and this will be your only answer. So answer is x is equal to 0.618 only, and you don't need to waste your time on finding the corresponding y coordinate. Thank you for watching.